How's it going, everybody? Mike here from Kapowcast. Very excited. Today we are starting our look at the Deadpool wave figures for Strong Guy Build-A-Figure. I'm very excited. Here we have our first figure in the wave, blue and yellow Deadpool, X-Men Deadpool, if you will. Here he is displayed very nicely in the package with his swords, his guns. We got the Strong Guy head right there. And we'll have a closer look at that when we do the Strong Guy review. Nice picture on the side. I very much like this art. It's very cool. There's a picture of the figure. The other figures in the wave are going to be going down the line here, I think. I'm taking a look at all of these figures. So stay tuned. It's going to be a good time. Same picture on the side. Deadpool logo there. Don't eat your figures. Let's crack them open and let's get this shindig started. And here are the accessories Deadpool comes with. He does come with his standard gun. So we got this weird looking little pistol thing here. And I got ink all over my fingers. I don't know how that happened. And then we have this big old gun here, which I'm pretty sure these are reuses. I would have to take a look, and I don't really feel like doing it, but they're fine. They fit in his hand pretty nicely, and we get the standard Deadpool katanas. Very nicely painted. Blue handles this time with the yellow guard? Is that what it's called? I don't know. But yep, these are fine, and they do actually fit in his holsters very nicely, which is always a plus to store weapons. So good stuff. So let's take a look at Deadpool. So here's our boy Deadpool out of the package, and he's okay. There are some things that I really like, and there's some things that I don't much like. For starters, like, this belt here is way too high. I believe this is from an older Deadpool figure. Like, I feel like the belt needs to be sitting, like, down here. It would look a lot better. I know that would kind of hinder articulation maybe a little bit, but I feel like even then, like, you still have the cut there, and it's not completely covered, but as it is, it pretty much sits, like, almost at his belly button. And that doesn't look too cool to me. The line work on mine is super clean, though, so I really like that. And the cuffs are pretty nice. There and there. These are free floating parts, so I mean, at the very most, if you purchase him, you can always use it for custom parts, I think. Even the collar here is pretty free floaty, but the X there is a little off center. It looks like it missed some paint right there. The belt's not too badly painted. Other than that, though, he's pretty much just blue plastic. Here we got the face, very nice. Got that standard Deadpool expression. You can see the nose and mouth through there. Got the one eye open, and the eyes actually have a very nice silvery pearlescent type white, which I really dig. That's really cool. Gives it a little bit more life. We got some character in the eyes there. So all in all, he's not a bad figure. It's just one of those things where it's like, did I really need another Deadpool? Probably not really, but you know, all things considered, he's not bad. So let's take a look at his articulation. Almost forgot to add, he does hold his weapons very nicely, like they're not going anywhere. Which is, you know, I wish I could say the same for some of the other figures in this way, but we'll get to that in a later review. So the good thing about this guy, at least mine, is his joints and everything are pretty tight, but not too tight. So his head does go side to side. It can go up that far, and it can go down about that far. As I said, this collar piece here is free floaty, so you might have to adjust that accordingly. He does have butterfly joints. His arms go up about that far. They can go all the way around. Upper arm bicep cut, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel and wrist hinge. He has an ab crunch, which is kind of hindered by the belt, but not really. Notch pretty much like that. Can't really get him to go back, probably once again due to the belt. He has a waist swivel, legs go that far out, that far up, that far back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot swivel, and hinge on the ankles with a rocker. So, yep, it's your standard articulation. So It's not bad. But, you know, like I said, I'm glad that all my joints are pretty tight. There doesn't seem to be anything loose or anything on him. So that I am very happy about. So here we have Deadpool next to two other blue and yellow X-Men. We have Wolverine and Cyclops from Jim Lee's X-Men run. Scale's pretty nice. The more I'm looking at this Deadpool, though, the more I feel like he's very scrawny. And I guess we will see once we get some other Deadpools out here. But yeah, I'm starting to think he's a little thin. So just because I didn't want to feel like I was going mad, I did a closer inspection, and these are the same body molds. But I think why this one looks so much smaller and so much more, I don't know, not as imposing, isn't the blue and yellow. It's the heads. This guy here, I believe, utilizes the vintage collection one uses a much smaller head. And I think it's a little rounder, and I think it overall fills the body out a bit more, makes it look a little bit more, you know, superhero-esque. While this one's a bit bigger, and it kind of makes the body appear to be a bit more scrawny. He doesn't really have shoulders, like his shoulders are very slopey. Yeah, I just think the head, because it's actually the same head as this guy here, I believe. Yeah. And so just comparing these two figures, you can see that there is definitely a sizable body difference. And yeah, I'm not going crazy. I'm not. So ultimately, I'd say this guy he's not a bad figure. It's just not really a figure for me, honestly. I have like 3-4 Deadpools already. So having another Deadpool in my collection really isn't something I'm aspiring for, but I really wanted to build Strong Guy. So here we are. Here we have him. If you're a Deadpool fan, if you're like a huge Deadpool collector, I think this guy is a perfect fit for you. He's not a bad figure. Like, you know, posing around, he's fun, but I don't really have a need for a Deadpool in my collection. But if you feel the need to let us know how we're doing, go ahead, click like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to get notified of all content that we post on this channel. Until next time, take care.